All right, going live. Great. Welcome to the Land Use and Ethics Subcommittee meeting on March 11th, I believe. Yes, March 11th. What a difference a year makes. It was a very different place in Annapolis and the world last time last year. So we have 4 bills on the agenda today. We're going to start with our ethics bill, and thank you to Jennifer Allgaier from the State Ethics Commission and Dia Daly for being here. As you all probably remember, this is the Integrity in High Office Act. It does a number of things. So first, if you want to flip through it, if you have it, you're welcome to. It was sent around. The amended version was sent around. As discussed at our last hearing, we have changed, struck quasi-governmental entity includes the University of Maryland Medical System. Rather than having be counted as a quasi-governmental entity, we are instead just naming later in the bill, which is, I think, clearer and easier. If you go to the next page, page 4 of 14 on the bill, nothing's changed. This is delineates, oh yeah, we changed the date. So this has to do with the training courses that the Ethics Commission will provide. As discussed last time, we are going to have this start on or after January 19th, 2023. So when the new crop of state elected officials are sworn in. Let's see, continuing through the bill. Any more other changes? Let's see, page 9 of 14 in the reprint. Page 9 of 14 in the reprint, we clarified. This is the section where we talk about that if the Ethics Commission authorizes one of our full-time state electeds, the governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, treasurer, comptroller, to participate in a meeting despite having a conflict, that they will promptly notify the Joint Ethics Committee, which is a different body, right? It's sort of confusing. And they will provide the Ethics Committee a copy of any agreement or memorandum of understanding between the Ethics Commission and the state official, or another summary. So we wanted to clarify the type of document that they have to provide to the Joint Ethics Committee after some of the discussion we had last time. And then on the next page, page 10, this is where we inserted ums. So if you look down to line 22, this is the section that has to do with disclosures. So the legislator shall report the following information in writing to the Joint Ethics Committee, et cetera, et cetera. And then we get down to subsection 4, any financial or contractual relationship, including a financial or contractual relationship involving a business entity whose interests are attributable to the legislator with, and this is where we inserted a governmental entity of the state or a local government in the state, or a quasi-governmental entity of the state. So that's where instead of saying that is quasi-governmental, we just put them in right here, which I think is clearer. And we did the same thing on page 12 in the reprint, page 12 of 14 in J, notifying that an individual who's required to disclose the name of a business under that section has to include a schedule of any financial or contractual relationship with or a governmental entity of the state or local government, or a quasi-governmental entity of the state. So again, we just named there as well. Let's see. I think that's the last. That was the last amendment. Did I catch all of them, Patrick, or Dia, or anyone? Bon says.
Sorry,
yes.
I was muted. I'm sorry. Bottom of page 12 and line 29, we put in the date for the reporting requirement also, so that it would,
right.
The first year it would catch the 2022 year.
Right. Okay. Thank you. So this means, and this is, I think, important to clarify. So this means by us putting January 1, 2023, anybody who we always report for the last year, right? So our disclosures this year that we're going to file are for 2020. So these individuals, the governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, treasurer, comptroller, in their 2023 report will be reporting for 2022, but will be using these updated regulations and this updated law. So if any of those folks are turning over in office, this will be, their final report will look different because of the new requirements than their previous reports. I think that's fair. Dia, others, if I'm incorrect, please correct me. But yeah, good. Great. Any questions on this bill?
I move the amendments, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Awesome. The amendments are adopted.
I move the bill as amended, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Any opposed? Okay, great. Thank you for your patience and work, and thanks to the sponsor for working with us, and Dia and Jennifer and Patrick for those amendments to clarify it. Great. Our next bill is HB 63. This is Delegate Williams' bill that would prohibit the state from using any appropriation for a magnetic levitation transportation system located in the state. We've had some discussions about this bill. The actual effect of this bill is, I don't think it would have an effect after we've had some discussions, because if we passed this bill this year, and then next year we passed a budget, and that budget included money for the maglev, that new budget, what council has told me is that new budget would actually be considered a superseding law. And so it would overwrite this bill. Any questions?
Move unfavorable.
We have a second?
Second.
Thanks. All those in support of the unfavorable, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed?
How many favorables do you have, Madam Chair?
How many favorable on the unfavorable?
Yes.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Me is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 or 7 if you count me.
You have 6. Okay.
And I'm 7.
Okay. All right. I vote no, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you.
Can I explain my vote, Madam Chair?
Excuse me? Oh yeah, can you explain your vote? Yeah, sorry. I didn't hear you. Yep.
Yeah. So I just want to say that the spirit of this bill is in line with, my belief as far as ensuring that as Maryland invests in transportation, needs to be equitable. And we know that there is inequities in regards to how people are even able to move around within their own communities. Therefore, I don't think that we necessarily need to spend state funds on transportation for those to be able to go from, the Capitol building to a Broadway play. That being said, I agree that the legal points of this bill don't make it as effective as the intent of the bill wants to be. So I just want to make it clear that, in regards to equitable transportation, it's important that we still work towards ensuring that anything we're funding should be built upon making sure that transportation is equitable.
Thank you, Delegate.
Madam
Appreciate
Chair,
that.
can I just say ditto?
Sure, yes, we can all say ditto. We believe in equitable transportation options. Yep. Next is HB 703. This is a bill to prohibit adding new lanes to 270 and 495. As a reminder, sorry, I'm just looking at my bill text and my notes. As a reminder, there's another bill that Delegate Ivy also has that I believe is 705 that prohibits toll lanes. This is not that bill. This is just a bill that prohibits SHA from adding any new lanes to 270 or 495, even if it were for BRT or something like that. You have any?
Move unfavorable.
Thanks. Second, all those who vote in favor of the unfavorable?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any no? Okay, thank you. And then the final bill. Oh, sorry.
And Madam Chair, I'll just explain my vote on that one too.
Go ahead.
If I could. Yeah, I mean, I think it's no big secret that I'm not a fan of the governor's current plan to build toll lanes on 270 and 495. So I totally get where the sponsor's coming from, but I think this is just overly broad. There have been a number of proposals that have been put forward in the past to add new lanes for example, buses or BRT or other express buses. And so I don't want to create any unintended consequences by having such an overly broad bill.
Yep, appreciate that.
Madam Chair,
Yep. Yes, yes.
how'd you say ditto? Ditto.
Same. Well, I'll say ditto. Thank you. HB 704, this is a bill dealing with the maglev. It would prohibit any person from constructing a magnetic levitation transportation system within 2 miles of protected property as defined by the bill. And it prohibits local governments from using their land in a way to do that too. It's a very broad bill and has to do with local governments' rights to using their land as well. Any questions or issues on the bill? Any motions?
Move unfavorable.
Thanks. I have a second.
Second.
Second, Dilla Weibel. All those in favor of the unfavorable, please signify by saying aye.
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 Thank you. Any opposed?
Madam Chair,
Yeah,
and how many votes do you have unfavorable, Madam Chair?
we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I believe.
7. I vote no, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Delegate Holmes. Okay, that's it. Guys, we are so efficient. Most efficient
Can we
subcommittee.
make all meetings sufficient? Can we get this floor session to be this efficient?
I know, I know.
Madam Chair, ditto.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We do have, so we have Delegate Solomon's bill, we have Delegate Corman's bill. I know there are some local bills from Prince George's and others that we're going to have. So I expect us to meet next Tuesday, but then I also expect that we'll need to meet at least one more time, maybe Wednesday even, or yeah, maybe even Wednesday because I know we have a couple bills, at least one bill on Tuesday in Tuesday's hearings that will come to us. So please, just be alert. Jen, Delegate Traza, sorry.
That's fine. I just, can you just give us the numbers for those bills just so do you remember them or can you?
No. I want to, Delegate Corman's bill is HB 67.
No.
Solomon's bill is, if you give me 1 second, I have it in my email.
485, I believe.
Yes, I think that's
485.
That's Solomon's bill.
Yep,
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I just want to make sure I was looking up the right bills. Thank you.
right. Yep, no, thank you. Okay. And then Delegate Ampry, we should talk about HB 1325 at some point.
Okay.
Okay, let's connect on that. Okay, great. Thank you, everybody. Have a great afternoon. I will see you shortly.